Who is wisdom meant for? The answer to this question is clear, but it may take a very long time to understand what it means and what it will require of you. Wisdom is meant for you, you who have been drawn to a greater experience of purpose, meaning and direction in life, you who have not been able to be content with the little satisfactions that preoccupy most people. It is meant for you who feel a deeper yearning for truth and who entertain a vague but persistent feeling that there is something important for you to do in life, something that is unique and significant, something that you have not been able to find at your universities, in your books or through your conversations, something extraordinary, something that most people are not even aware of. It is meant for you who have felt this inner need and this inner prompting that have set you apart from others and that have made you impatient with the superficial things of life. It is for you who feel an affinity with all life and who have a sense that your life and your purpose extend far beyond the immediate circumstances of your individual existence here. It is meant for you who feel and long for a deeper affinity with another, who seek relationships that are meaningful and permanent, relationships that have a greater context and a greater capacity for self-expression and for shared affinity. The greater community way of knowledge is meant for you. It is meant for you who are reading these words, you who have shown a spark of interest, you who have already taken some initial steps towards something great and mysterious in your life. Wisdom is meant for you who have already tasted its beneficence, its grandeur, its grace and its simplicity, an experience that sets it in contrast to all other things in life, making them dull and mundane in comparison, an experience of certainty, open-mindedness and greater relationship with life. And even though the experience of wisdom might have only lasted for a moment, it still abides with you now as a tiny but significant reminder that you have come from a greater life and that you will return to a greater life. It is a reminder that you are here to do something important and that you must meet certain people in order to accomplish your task. The inner prompting towards this continues even now and has brought you to open the book that reveals a greater wisdom and purpose in your life. You may ask, is this meant for everyone? The answer to this is no, for not everyone can receive it. If everyone could receive it, the answer would be yes. Why should something be meant for someone who will not, within this life, gain access to it? Remember, we have said that God does what works. Greater things are revealed to those who experience a greater need and who have already set in motion the process of moving towards knowledge by becoming honest about their affairs, about their feelings and about their deeper inclinations. If this has not already happened for a person, then he or she may not even be able to begin the reclamation of knowledge or the study of the greater community way of knowledge. This is not to say that those people who have had these preliminary experiences have made great progress, but it does mean that they have already begun a process that can enable them to experience truth, to recognize its value and to set it in contrast to all other things that compete with it. The experience of truth, the experience of being united with yourself, being honest with yourself and having integrity within yourself, however limited and circumstantial it may be, is an outstanding experience. This experience is established in contrast to all of the compromises, the avoidance, the compulsions and the fearful activities that govern the minds of so many in the world today. Wisdom is meant for you because you have arrived at these words. This is not to say that your success is guaranteed. This is not to assure you that everything will work out perfectly. This is not to reward you for great accomplishments. It is only to acknowledge a beginning and a real potential. If you value the words that you have read so far in this book, then you have already arrived at the beginning of a new perspective. The experience of truth and reality is in such contrast to all other experiences that you will come back to it again and again. Perhaps you are afraid of this experience. Perhaps you think it will rob you of your pleasures and your interests. However, in spite of these fears, which are unfounded, you will return to the experience of truth because you will be able to experience reality here. As you experience reality, you will see how empty and unfulfilling all other pursuits are. You will see how, after great expense and involvement, they produce such small rewards. The price of these pursuits is so high, and the rewards are so small. Escaping the experience of being cheated by life and the experience of cheating life itself represent a great freedom and a great opportunity. Wisdom is meant for you. A great journey lies ahead for you, a journey that will be challenging and remarkable, a journey that will affirm your deeper nature, a journey that will free you from the bondage of your own ideas and obligations to others, a journey that will take you beyond dependency into a truly independent state, and beyond this into a state where you can become interdependent with others. It is in this stage of interdependence that real relationships are established and true devotion can arise. If you truly want what you know, then you will know what you want. However, if you only want what you think, you will enter deeper and deeper into confusion and will invest yourself ever more heavily in those things that can only confuse and frustrate you. Wisdom is meant for you because it is an answer to your prayers. The opportunity to gain access to knowledge, to learn greater community spirituality, and to develop wisdom is the answer to your deepest needs. Move towards this and your lesser needs will become resolved in the process. Then you will not have to devote so much time and energy to their resolution. Tell the truth about something great and you can tell the truth about everything around it. The truth grows in this way because it stands in contrast to everything else. Experience your own reality as the result of being honest with yourself and others, and you will never want to lose this experience. You will return to it again and again, even in situations where there is great challenge or risk of loss. Wisdom is meant for you who can understand these words and respond to them. You must be the first recipient. Do not think of your friend or your brother or your sister or your mother or your father whom you would like to restore or change in some way to make them easier for you to be with. Wisdom is not for them. It is for you. Everything we say is about you and for you. Do not look over your shoulder. Do not point across the street. Do not think of someone else who is having difficulty in their life right now and think, "Oh, this would be so good for them." No, this is for you. They may not be ready for this. They may not be interested. This may not be their way. They may not even have a way for a very long time. In our presentation to you, we present things that are both within the range of your experience and beyond it. Because something is beyond the range of your experience does not mean that it is not important or relevant to your needs and to your future. It simply means that it is not related to your past. We want to take you into the future and prepare you for the future. The preparation will speak of things you know already and of things you have never thought of. If you say, "Well, I cannot relate to some of these ideas," what you are saying is that they do not relate to your past and past interpretation. Of course not. They do not relate to your past because they are here to liberate you from your past. If you took everything we said and you said, "Oh, I know this. I know this. I know this," you would be using everything we say to reinforce your past. Our mission is to free you from the past so that you can live in the present and prepare for the future, which will enable you to live in the future. This is meant for you. Receive this. Learn to become a receiver. You are not ready to teach this to others yet, for you must be engaged in studying steps to knowledge and advanced as a student of knowledge in order to translate and transfer this to others successfully. You know, many people want to go out and share everything they learn as soon as they learn it. The problem is that they have not really learned it, and so they cannot demonstrate it. If you want to inspire others, if you want to show them something that has really been effective in your life, then you yourself must demonstrate it. This demonstration is far more powerful and effective than any words that you could say or any illustrations that you could create. That is why we say that this is for you. The gift is for you. It is not for anyone else. It is for you. Why would you read about greater community spirituality if you were dedicated to reinforcing your former beliefs and ideas? Regardless of your former beliefs and ideas, the teaching and the preparation in the greater community way of knowledge will take you beyond them. Then you will not be encumbered by them, and you will be free to live in the present and to see things as they really are, not as you want them to be or believe them to be. Some people think that you only see what you believe. They think that if you change your ideas, you will see something else. This ignores the reality that there is life outside of you. Life is happening. It is not all about you. It is not the result of your own thinking. You interpret what you see, but this only means that you are either able to see what is in front of you as it is or you are not. We are teaching you to see things simply, as they really are, without self-glorification, without self-avoidance, without self-protection, and without falsification of any kind. See yourself as you are today. See others as they are today. See the world as it is today. All without condemnation. To see without condemnation, you must see without idealism. You must see without the need for you, for others and for the world to be as you want them to be. Insisting on these things leads you to condemnation because the world, others and you yourself will disappoint you. They will not live up to your expectations. To see things as they really are, you must let them be as they really are, without attempting to put happy faces on them or sad faces, without attempting to make them beautiful or hideous. This can be done. To bring you back into relationship with yourself, with others and with the world, you need this kind of vision. This vision will be the byproduct of the reclamation of knowledge within you. Knowledge deals with things only as they really are and leads them towards their purpose and fulfillment without any deception, glorification or condemnation. This experience is possible for you because wisdom is meant for you. You may ask, why isn't this meant for everyone? The answer is simple, but again hard to understand. Potentially, truth is for everyone, but today it is meant for those who can receive it today, and tomorrow it will be meant for those who can receive it tomorrow. Perhaps you cannot receive the truth today. Then you come back tomorrow, and you can receive it. The way of knowledge is the return to truth and the reclamation of all meaningful relationships. It is offered to everyone, but few will respond, so it seems like it is offered to them specifically, which is not the case. We make everything practical, plain and simple. Therefore, we must emphasize that this is meant for you. You must learn to receive the gifts. Perhaps they are not like the gifts that you have thought of or have sought after or have invested yourself in, those things that have only required you to give more and have put you deeper in debt within yourself. We offer a different kind of gift, a different way of living, a way that calls upon your ability and requires its expression. We do not only give you ideas, for ideas alone are not enough. What we give is a message that calls you out of your dilemma and provides a means of escape from those things that could only belittle you, confuse you and isolate you. We give this because wisdom is meant for you. If you can receive wisdom and learn the way of knowledge, then you will be able to give to others. Then certain people will be able to receive from you. In this way, a greater meaning, purpose and direction in life can be given to everyone, moving through the channels of relationships as they exist throughout your world and throughout the greater community. If you can receive the gift, you will demonstrate that you have received it. It will work within you, and it will find an expression through you according to your nature and your design. It will bless you and empower you and give you a depth of insight and understanding. It will give you patience and forbearance. It will teach you that you live a greater life. Through this long and wonderful process of development, you will give to others, others you can see and others you cannot see.